And tonight, I want to talk a little bit to all the listeners out there who may have or know someone who may have lost someone to the virus. And people often don't know what to do with grief. And it's about giving grief a name. Grief is a longing for what might have been. It's a longing for that one-time touch, to look upon that loved one's face and see their smile. Because we really don't know how long we have. We may even forget what they've said to us, but we'll never forget how they made us feel. This feels like a eulogy to all the people that have passed. And in a way it is, because the dead can't speak for themselves in the way that we believe it to be, so we have to speak for them. And we do not recover. We think we do, we hope we do. But we don't recover from the death of a child if there's parents out there who have lost children, or spouse, or mothers, or uncles, or aunts. And everybody has lost somebody in some way. We heal as a part of the healing process, accepting that not only our lives have changed, but we become different people, hopefully for the better. We may look the same, but inside we oftentimes feel different. It's like the caterpillar thinks it's the death of life, or the end of their life. The butterfly thinks it's just the beginning of its life. And that's what life and death is like. We go from the caterpillar stage to the butterfly stage. And oftentimes we get stuck in the grief, and hopefully people will find their way out of the grief and smile through all their tears. I mean, for the death of parents or for loved ones, for the death of our parents, the death of the past, the death of a spouse is the death of the present. The death of a child is the death of the future. And that includes nearly everybody, because we're all children of somebody, spouses or partners of somebody at some time in our lives. And it's all about missing them and longing and hoping, and that's all part of grief, and trying to understand why we have to grieve so hard, why grief is so painful. Well, one thing about grief I've learned, it's equal to the love you have for that person. And the only comforting thing I can tell you about that is they're never gone. They're always there. You can't feel them through your grief. But as your grief turns into sadness and then turns into sorrow and some guilt and whatever, eventually it gets to an accepting. It doesn't mean you forget, because you accept. But when you get to the accepting stage, it's amazing what you can feel. And you can feel your loved ones around you. And for anyone that's out there that didn't make peace with one of their loved ones that might have passed, you might have been angry with them, you might have even hated them. You can let go of all of that, because when that soul goes on the other side, they don't take all that difference with them. They go on a healing journey of love, created by love. And we wish the same for you, is to find that love within yourself, to let go of all transgressions and forgive yourself if you had transgressions, and be at peace, and bring in the angels to help you, because they're more than willing to help you. With that said, I wish you all peace and love.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah.
I know, it nearly makes me cry when I talk like that.
Well, it's a huge issue, isn't it?
It's a huge issue. I swear, if I didn't have some of the knowledge that I have and the experience that I have, I don't know if I could survive it all. And it's like it makes me want to reach out to people that are going through it that may not have the skills I have or the skills that some of us have.
Yeah.
And they need our rainbow meditation more and more every day. Just to help them through it, because it seems so senseless. That's the thing.
Omena,
Yeah.
This is so important what you're doing with us. We see the ugliness that's being revealed right now. And I just want you to know that all of this has been on purpose. In other words, this Dr. Fauci developed his whole skill in creating all these viruses, started back in 1963.
Well, let's not try to scare people listening to it.
No, we're not scaring, but what I'm saying is that what we're doing now, right now, can completely heal the whole thing, including the on-purpose part of it. The on-purpose part of it is, I just want everybody to know that it's real. It's real.
Oh, it's very real to people that have lost loved ones to this. It's very, very real. And oftentimes they think about how much they're going to miss them and how they're going to start feeling very sorry for themselves. And I want to say that, think of all the people who never knew your loved one and never had a chance to meet them. Then I begin to feel sorry for them. So, well, it's true. I mean, anyone that's grieving wants to tell you all about their loved one. They really do.
Yeah. You're saying...
And you get to where, I wish I had known them.
Well, and that is beautiful. And then they realize that everyone has a loss in that sense. Everyone who hasn't met someone wonderful. And the person who is grieving realizes, wow, I was so blessed. I am so blessed.
Exactly. If they remember that through their grief, it helps to heal the grief. It helps to get that very heavy feeling of grief off them, because there's all kinds of grief. But when you lose someone that you really love, it's very painful, and the worst pain in the whole world. And then I'm going to stop. The worst pain in the whole world, and I know there's lots out there that have lost as a virus and other things, is the loss of a child.
Yes.
There is no pain compared to it.
Yeah.
You ask any parent, they can't explain to you what it's like, because you'd have to experience it, and you would never wish to have anybody. But bless everyone that is burying their dead or suffering. They can't go near them. Just all I can say is remember the love. Keep remembering the love in the midst of your tears, because you hug them, visualize the hugs. Energy is very powerful. It's very strong. Visualize yourself there at their bedside. If you can't go near them, put your energy there and hug them.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Really good, Omena.